mind has been all occult all the time right now because I have just started the occult baby challenge on my channel, which I filmed one episode of and I'm having so much fun already. And so today I kind of wanted to do every tiny house is a different occult. I know other creators have done this. I think I watched Sid Mac do this before, but I wanted to take my own stab at it, especially now that we have fairies. And I thought it might be a nice place to move some of my children out after they age up out of my challenge. I have just spent, I don't know how long, searching through different lots and trying to find one that feels right. And I think I'm gonna end up with Mystic Crossroads. It's a little creepier than I was originally thinking. We'll try it here and see how we feel about it. I've heard of this thing called Tiny Town. Is that what this is? Like you build a lot of tiny houses and then all different people and things? Basically, my dream vision is I'm gonna have these tiny houses. I think these are actually bigger than I need. I'm gonna have these dream tiny houses and then just this little walkway, this like roadway through, almost like a little development, just to help kind of get the idea down. I'm gonna place just a little bit of flooring so that you can kind of see the vision, and we'll have our front doors all along it. A very white picket fence neighborhood. We're gonna be making 8 tiny houses, and so I think this is gonna take a while. And so we're gonna make 4 today, and then I think I'm gonna post 4 2 days from now. We're gonna do the 8 occults that you can make in CAS 7 plus Plantsims, because you can ask to be turned into a plant sim a lot more easily now. Let's kind of spin and see where we start and just make this a little more exciting. And we're starting with Plantsim. Let's make this house for a plant sim. Obviously, we kind of know what we're in for. That means we're in for glass walls and a glass roof. Is it boring at this point because we've all made so many plant sim houses? It might be. Then we could put a little roof on it. And I'm wondering if it would be kind of nice to do a more curved roof like you see on botanical gardens. Shift C gets us a few extra options. Could build a tiny little room. I can raise it up. I can put a little roof on that piece, and then you delete what's under it, and then you can kind of drag it and move it, and then we can bring this back and try and make it really bulby. And that looks a little better and more like what I wanted. Now the roof trim is a little goofy looking, but if we try and match this gray, hopefully it will look nice. We'll put this little guy here, and I think that works for our little plant sim. I just have a little cast of characters to make sure we know what all of our needs are for everybody. For our plant sims, they need water, but they don't need a toilet. For hunger, they don't need food, they need sunlight. This place in Morningvale, not the best spot for it. They do need a bed, and we do need like a shower and stuff. So, unfortunately with the glass roofs and the glass walls, it does not give them the light that they need. So you will have to make sure that you're taking them outside. I wish that they blended in a little bit, but that's what I get for choosing the wall that I wanted, but I like that wall. That would be the whole wall. What do we think about that? No, I don't think. Oh, we could give them just like a door that's open. Oh, I kind of like that. And I feel like they would have that, you know? Let's get them a bed. I know we have some base game beds that have little leafy guys on them. That has leafies. That really, really classic base game bed that has some leaf. Because we can put the bed like there. We can give them a little bathroom. I feel bad, but like a grass floor, that might be the best option. I think the dark is prettier. Then let's get a bathroom door that's also going to have to just be glass. Looks like an elevator. Just a single glass door. They don't have a bladder need. They have a water need, so let's give them a nice tub. Could do that one if we wanted and make the bathroom bigger, because it does feel planty. I think I also want to give them a sink because they drink water as well. That helps fill their needs, so this will help their hygiene and then also their thirst. I'm not sure what I'm feeling for them. I kind of like how interesting this one is. Is it weird? I'm building a bathroom for a plant. It's gonna be weird. And then definitely we need billions of plants everywhere. Ooh, I like that. And that can give us some privacy. That makes me feel a little better. I really should not have built on this lot because it's a bit dark. We definitely are gonna need this light with the hanging plant, because anything with a plant in it is the direction that we're gonna go. And you know what? I never use the stuff from the Blooming Rooms kit, like the furniture from the Blooming Rooms kit. Maybe we push ourselves. That would be adorable to have. Let's also filter by the greenhouse kit. Well, but yeah, having this kind of stuff, I never ever use this. I think we should do it. Maybe that little lighter blue, because we kind of have a blue and green theme going on. I'm feeling this. I'm liking this. That. Could this go? No, it's like 3 wide. That can go in the bathroom though. That's adorable. And then we can get some of the other stuff from Fairies to put around. Little propagation station would be really cute there. And then a hanging plant. I'm wondering if we could almost use these as like sconces and maybe hide lights in them. And maybe if we could put some on the outside. Oh, tempted to try and make that into a custom headboard, but I feel like that's kind of crazy. I don't think it's worth it. Put it back. Oh yes, this lamp. Squeeze that in the corner. Make it the blue. I would love to use this ginormous guy, but is he like a little ginormous? We could kind of put that in the door folds. Should we give them a TV? Would that be weird? Plantsims have a fun need, just like regular Sims do. Do any of these have like a planty swatch? Okay, actually, that's kind of planty. We could do that. Then we have a TV. So we have our sleep, we have our fun, social, where they live. We have water, hygiene. You're gonna have to go outside for the sunlight. Maybe more of these leafy guys that weep more. I feel like one on either side is a little dramatic, but it's definitely planty. We could swap them out for that one. What do we think? Which one do we like more? That could be interesting as like a headboard. That's interesting. It's kind of working. Let's put these in the bathroom. That's beautiful. I have the tabletop planters. And then I like that one because I like how leafy it is. Sneak these guys on there. Maybe I'll give them a mirror on the inside. You want to look at how planty you are, right? I feel like we need slightly better full body mirrors. That could go with the headboard. Is that too much or is it just perfect? I like it. I think I like it. One more hanging plant right there. First house down is our plant sim house. Let's take a closer look. You're walking down the street. You come into the plant sim house. Just a little place with a bed, a little TV for some fun. In our bathroom, we have hygiene covered and we have our water need covered. Propagation stations, billions of tiny hanging plants everywhere. And this is a tiny house for a plant sim. Let's spin for our next occult tiny house. Mermaid. I was thinking mermaid kind of on this corner house. And I think it might be nice if we kind of do this on little diagonal. Our mermaids have one different need. Instead of hygiene, we have hydration. We have a corner pool and then we can kind of do a half wall. Let's get lights. Before I make us suffer through this whole thing without lights, we could do a little half wall here and make this little section a kitchen. And then this little section can kind of be a bedroom. So for the kitchen, let's use island living. I think that's really nice. Should we have the wall come out one more? We have a place for hydration. We do need a bathroom still. So we only really need a place for us to pee. Just look at island living. I want this all island living all the time. Like one of the prettiest beds in the whole thing, in the whole game. And it feels so weird to have them sleep so close to the water, but I mean, they are mermaids. Fairly positive that's functional. And we can make it a 4 wide bathroom, just that way we have more room for the door. Let's get some fun pool trim. Oh, that one's so pretty. Oh, that one's really pretty too. Wait, maybe we make it really blue in here because it's like watery. Big glass windows. Could do the blue. We like it. The teal. And then on the inside, we can use this more. I almost like the idea of the big door, but I know it's kind of weird. The tiny door just feels so insignificant. Let's do windows and then maybe that will help. I know we have better options than these windows, but I like the idea of using the stuff from the pack. I have football on the other screen. I know it might be a little strange for the Sims world, but I am a big sports fan. And so preseason is on and I keep looking over. That glass might be cute. Should we give a half wall here as well? But I like having more trim than just that. I don't know. I kind of like it open. I like having this open window. This might make more sense for right here. And then like open window on the back. Let's make it prettier water. Ooh, I'm getting choppy. Ooh, I'm really choppy. Why did I have to do this stupid angle? No. Guys, roofing in The Sims is really hard. Let's do a lot of pieces. Let's bring that this way. You like it, don't you? Why did I do this? Why did I do this? This whole video is just gonna be this. With the island living roof, it looks a little less crazy. I think this island living roof kind of hides some of my transgressions. I know a big thing about roofing is you don't want any depressions where water can pool. And I mean, water's gonna run off, water's gonna run off. So technically, I think this is an ethical roof. Which one do we like? No, I feel like it looks weird. It's not horrible. You can't tell me that's horrible. You just make that whole wall the bathroom. It's kind of beautiful in here. Let's look at what else comes in island living just while I have it filtered, because I could really see like that at the foot of the bed. Oh, we could put that at the foot of the bed. And that kind of works as a couch. Nobody here has a desk. Can we put the aqua zip in here? No. Can we put this boat in here? No. We can fit a pool floaty. That's really cute. That defeats the purpose of this counter, but sometime a mermaid might want to be in human form. I think that's okay. I think they are allowed to want that. Should we add these all around? Would that be beautiful? Oh, I like that. We can add that one there. I think that's really nice. And here. Oh, the awning's a little small. I think the awning would really help, actually. Might do the tiny door just for the awning. We'll come back to that. A fan would be really nice. Be over the bed. I know that's kind of for a baby, but we could add it in here. Is that weird? I feel like it's pretty. I know that's really strange. Do we put these on either side? Do I have F5 on? Yeah, I do. I like that. Make them the more blue swatch. This is a light. Feed this light over the pool. I like that. Ooh, an illuminated kava bowl. Now, wait a minute. I didn't want a half wall, but we could add that as a little bit of a barrier. Well, if we're gonna add that barrier, then it might be nice to put the actual bedside tables in. I think that's really pretty. Oh, I was gonna put the fridge there, but there's the window. I think that works. It's definitely not what I was gonna do, but this kind of clear one might be cute. Honestly, with that, we could probably get one more counter. Yeah. Oh, it's a little long because that could be the kava one. And then we'll put the oven here. We're not gonna have a matching oven to that fridge. I think that looks nice enough. We have an oven, use that one. I really think that's a cute little kitchen. Like, I would happily cook there. It gives us room, maybe a dining table. I think that's cute. Now let's check out the other door because I like that overhang. And that's probably nicer. We'll have to squeeze that in here. Back to island living because there was that light. Very adorable. I did the ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement so we can get this chest. I might just sneak this chest in the corner because it has mermaid in the title. I kind of feel like we have to. I'm really happy with it. We just need a toilet, and then I'm gonna put trash cans outside because I haven't put trash cans in yet. That, let's just get a random toilet that will look nice in here. Kind of put it right there. We should have a lava flooring that matches. We can put in some toilet paper. We can put in hand towel. We definitely need a light in here. Just a nice gold mirror. It's small and simple, but I like it. We need a few things for these tables, and then I think we'll be good to go. I wish we could break plants out into two categories between floor plants and plants with slots, because we have so many plants now. That one is really nice because it kind of has a tropical feel. We can put a little blue set of books there. I think that is our mermaid house. Ignore the roof. I really did the best I could. You walk up, you come in, have a little place where you can eat, a nice kitchen, a corner pool, a bed, a bookshelf. and then a tiny little bathroom. That is our little tiny mermaid home. Let's spin a wheel, see what our third one is going to be. Fairy. We have done a lot of fairy stuff in the past couple of months, so I do think we might be able to do this one pretty quickly. Needs are a little different. We don't have hunger and we don't have bladder, so we don't need a toilet. What we could do is just place down an actual fairy house. We want it to be a little more fun than that, I think. I was feeling we would do this one next to the mermaids because fairies can help mermaids out, I think. I just know I've gotten some kind of phone call before from mermaids. Let's jump into this. Let's go classic fairy appearance that we've been doing over and over and over again. A little curvy roof. That's nice and tall. Let's get our enchanted by nature walls out. We could do some shingles up top. I love this roof texture. I think the purple's a little too samey. That's fun. Is the pink too stand out? Maybe if we get some columns in. We could always make it darker if it's blending in too much. I feel like it might be, but we place some flooring down, we'll be able to get some trim along the top. Let's try a kind of brown. Be this dark brown, and let's try these columns being more of this dark brown. I might make it skinnier. I think we might be able to pull that off. I always get some of these little dormers, or maybe in the purple color. I think that's cute. Is it too much to put them on both sides? Maybe we'll do more planties on this side. A little chimney, and then do some of these guys. It's a little goofy looking. You just kind of got to find where it will go. The purple. Ooh, a little pokier. Ooh, I really like these ones. Some plants. Doors. Feel like it would make the most sense to do more carved looking door. Ooh, the black. It's hard because my wood is brown, but I really like the glass of that, so we're gonna do it. We have some flower boxes, so if we get some windows, it might be really nice to do flower boxes. Cleaner looking windows. So adorable. There's actually a wallpaper I haven't used from Enchanted by Nature because it's so much, but I'd really like to use it here. So cute. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Is that too much, or should we lean into it? Let's lean into it right now. We would love a beautiful Enchanted by Nature bed. We don't need a kitchen. We do need a bathtub. We already used the bathtub in the other one, so let's use a shower in this one, and then we'll add a fairy house. And I feel like we need this gnome. A tiny little bathroom and make a tiny little bed area. I also think because I have tall walls here, it would be a good chance to try and use one of the ginormous bookcases. It pops off the wall like it's a part of the wall. I have to use that. I think I would also really like the dollhouse because they can sleep in the dollhouse, and so it would just be cute to have it. We're gonna need the shower. I know we have a dollhouse. I'm blind. There it is. So large. I mean, it's kind of pointless. It's gonna mess up how they sleep in it though, right? To place a little chair. Ooh, let's actually, before I forget, we can get this in the bathroom next to the shower. This goes right by the tree for some reading. Don't need to eat, we don't need to pee. Add some of this stuff. This is the type that we didn't add in the plant sim because the more wisteria look I felt could work for the more fairy look. I think let's put it above the bed, and then we can get the tiny bowl. Ooh, we can have it kind of growing out from the bed. I love that. I love that so much. And then we have a tiny nubbing piece that we can personalize it with. Oh, that's really, really nice. We're also gonna need to put some more windows in. I haven't done that yet. Let's put that guy back there. We can do a lot of plants. Weirder looking plants, whatever that is, can go there. Maybe that at the foot and make it more green and blue. That's nice. What about one over here as well? That could just stay green. I like that. Let's get some lights for the bathroom. Maybe we kind of line the ceiling with these ones. That would be nice. I would love that as my bathroom. And then we can put the actual chandelier in this main room. And because that doesn't feel like it's gonna be enough, we can put the tree light in this corner as well. And maybe just an extra fairy light here. Oh wait, that's a light, right? Of course, I'm literally filtered by light. It's too much. I feel like this is too much. Also, with the black is bothering me. Should I just do it all black? If you were yelling at me to change that, I am sorry. I got there eventually. Try and fit a window on this one. It's gonna look goofy because it's like the only one we can fit. Unless we flip that around. I think we can make another one work. Do we have a little mushroom ottoman from Cottage Living? Or am I making that up? Do have a mushroom ottoman. Do the purple. And then because of that, we should be able to get one more window right there. That looks real good from the outside. Don't you agree? Yeah. Try and help. We'll just run some ivy up it. Let's get some windows on this side. We can actually get some bigger ones. The outside of this house looks a little goofy, I will admit. Maybe just like a giant one. I think that might be worth it just to help give a little more light in the whole place. All of my roof decorations are gone. Where did they go? All right, 1 second. I put a little bit back. It's looking better there. We can put a little more ivy on that side just for fun. And then maybe we'll do the little baby windows on the front. I feel like that looks really stupid, but we're gonna make it work. We make those tinier and then maybe try this big leafy one along the top. Oh, I want to make that like a little, yeah, a little sharper. And then get this little fairy boy. Okay, I'm happy with that. We have our third tiny house, which is a little fairy house. You come in, we have a little reading space, little place you can sleep in the dollhouse. You also have a fairy house that you can do all of your fairy house needs in. Let's just scoot it over because I know it can be finicky. You have a bed, and then you have a little bathroom with a shower and a mirror. That is 3 down. Let's go see what our 4th tiny house is going to be. And last for today, we have 5 more occults left, and we're going to do 1 more for today. So let's see what our final one today is going to be. Alien. Interesting. Let's do alien on this corner. I don't do modern very often, so this might be a little interesting. Aliens are kind of boring. They have the exact same needs as humans. This house is gonna have to have everything in it, which means we might have to actually make it a little bigger. And we're gonna want to make it a bit modern looking. So I'm wondering, we kind of do platform roofing because I don't know how to do modern houses. We do a platform, another platform in the corner. That looks silly for no reason. Like, why? And then we do 1 more layer. Is it interesting? Oh my. I think I might want to use that hexagonal door that I looked at earlier. Wow, my Midwestern accent really came out there, didn't it? Hexagonal. Maybe that in a white. I'm gonna want a white wall. Paneling feels wrong. Siding feels wrong. Feels a little too rustic. That's an inside thing, but I could kind of see it. I could also see this. Ooh, I kind of like that. That's really interesting. We need a platform. That glitching is annoying, but what am I gonna do about it? Maybe extra stripes. How did I do this? I just want as many weird lines as I can. I feel like it kind of looks alien-y. I think that's better. Okay, maybe a little gravelly roof. Could do the hexagons. Ooh, I like that concrete. Interesting. What kind of windows could match this? Maybe we do these windows. They're ginormous, but I feel like they give the right vibe. See, are they even? Up 1. And we could try like these guys at the back. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing this because I'm gonna need a bathroom somewhere. I kind of like that. We could do it up here because that window from the inside is just tiny. We have a bathroom. Could do the kitchen kind of along this wall and then do a little food area. We're gonna have to do that Get Famous like sleeping pod. This on the inside might be the way to go. I went from saying I wanted this place to be green to like this is our White House. We have sheeps in a pod, sleeping pod, and we have the Forest of Dreams. Let's just do this one. We can put it along this wall. And there's our sleeping pod. And then we can make a little kitchen over here. This is so goofy. What looks the most modern? Probably the Home Chef Hustle. I mean, we're going full white. That's fine. Take these pieces and kind of make some seating here. And that's a place to eat. Okay, that's the fridge. Ooh, let's get the coolest looking appliances. Is that cool looking? I say let's get the coolest looking appliances, and then I don't even know what that means. Maybe we just do this one because it's like get to work. We could squeeze the oven there. Get the coolest looking oven, whatever that means. Should we do the fancy ones? Maybe we should just do the fancy ones that match. And then a sink. Can you eat there still? I don't think so. You might be able to. Because you can slap that there, I'm gonna do that. It would be really nice if we could squeeze like a high-tech computer So let's get a really fancy desk. I think that one's really cool. For an alien, let's get a fancy computer. Absolutely, it has to be that one. Fancy chair. Ooh, that one's so cool. Yeah. 2 bar stools. Cool looking. Kind of alien looking, in my opinion. I'm liking this one. Maybe we do this one. The light blue kind of sells the alienness of it all. I like it. I like it. I like it. Ooh, should we get a talking toilet? Let's get a talking toilet. Ooh, can you get through there? A cool sink. Oh, I already used this one for the Plantsims, but I kind of like it. Makes me think I should change my Plantsim sink. Why am I worried that that's not gonna work? I've made 4x4 bathrooms plenty of times. Let's test it. Oh, there's no door? Huh, let's see if they can use it. My goodness, why can't they get in? Pretty bad. Okay, that works. Let's get a mirror. I'm sorry if during this you can hear stuff going on in the kitchen. It is so hot in this room. We just simply can't close that door without suffocating. So let's put this fun mirror in there. I really kind of like how stark the rest of it is. That doesn't belong there. Let's search if anything comes up when I do alien. I think it might be nice too if we do the element collection table. Really like how stark it is in here that I don't know if I really want to add more. Let's get some glowy lights. Ooh, have the green light. Oh, we need this lamp. It's a literal UFO. And I'm thinking these kind of lights might be really nice to give a glowing feel and also feel like spooky. Can we squeeze one in there? All right, let's get a shelf. Just put it on this wall so that I can slot our little UFO. And then maybe I'll just get that tiny little plant as well. Okay, what else could the alien want? Let's look at anything else from Get to Work. Ooh, we could give it that. Should we move this? Kind of put that there, and we can kind of put that in the corner, and we can leave the light. We should do that. I like that a lot. Like a little poster. That's cute. Let's move that to that corner. We can do like paper towels. We'll let this be the cooking counter. Whatever that is, like a little urn. This is our 4th tiny house for our alien. Aliens have all of the same needs as everybody else. So you come in, you have a kitchen that you can cook in with the highest tech equipment, of course. You have some fun with finally a nice computer, so somebody here has a computer to use. We have a sleeping pod, and then you can come in here and you can take a shower and go to the bathroom. And I did test that, so it works. That is 4 tiny houses done today. I'm going to post a video 2 days from now where I make the next 4. Assuming you're watching this after both come out, I will have that linked at the very end of the video, so you can jump there next. And we will be doing a werewolf, vampire, spellcaster, and ghost in that one. So a lot more of the spooky ones. I just think this will be so nice because when I move my occults out from the Occult Baby Challenge, I know that there's a place that they can all come hang out together in places specifically designed for them. I am very, very excited for that. I'll also link my playthrough of the Occult Baby Challenge at the end in case you want to come along and watch. I've already done only 1 episode of it and I'm having so much fun and I can't wait to film the next one. So thank you so much for coming along with me as I did this, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.